Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers got his man. It's Fehoko. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Saints nothing. Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Saints nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
had that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Busts through the tackle. They can't tackle him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the Packers' 5-yard line.
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Like 22.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Come to work.
They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Ricky. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. 19, Tiger. 79 Bronco. Let's get there. Check nine. Slam. Hurt.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Mike's 22. We got to get the Viking 18. Check smash. Check 4. Shift. Undercrush. Hey, smash Bronco.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go one more. Check 26. Luka 19. Check. Bobcat.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A gain of 6 there on first. Rodgers again now. Looking for Campbell downfield. It got his man complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. McCrane's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got this one complete to Rodgers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Second and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Amari Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Saints 7. Albrecht Rosas set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Go, Rig. Go. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Back to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Packers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 27, Rodgers. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets it down to the 32.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tonyan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Catch made here by Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw left side, taken in by Rodgers. Touchdown! Amari Rodgers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24, Saints 14. Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
7.
They'll set up a throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
18 Cardinal. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Pick it up. Cut 19. Cut 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Now back to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A loss of 7 yards.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Rodgers looking to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, It was time to make a break for it.
Second down and inches. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Packers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
Hey!